Fallout 76 is a game that's been getting a lot of coverage on this channel, which is weird because I don't own the game yet. And yes, it has been a lot of negative coverage, but I feel it's deserved because I was actually looking forward to this game. If you go back to my E3 2018 reviews for different press conferences, Bethesda was one of the conferences that I actually really enjoyed, and I thought Fallout 76 was going to absolutely kick ass. Obviously, Fallout games are always fun open world experiences with NPCs that all have their own identity, different stories, and so many different things to find within the world of Fallout. So having a friend tag along with you just sounded absolutely amazing. Of course, the game ended up nothing like that. It ended up just being this open world online experience where you sort of have to make your own story, which sort of took away a lot of the impact of what the Fallout games mean to me. But now the Fallout series just seems to be in a very weird place with Fallout 76 because of all the negative publicity going on with the game. The game is very buggy, there's been lots of problems, and now there's actually lawsuits stemming from 2 instances with Fallout 76 that could set a very interesting precedent for how buggy games and how bait and switch practices are going on within video gaming. So what is this lawsuit entailing? Why is Bethesda currently under investigation for both releasing Fallout 76 in a very buggy state and a bait and switch tactic with the collector's edition of Fallout 76? Sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into the situation because honestly, there's a lot to talk about.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! So a law firm called McLaughlin and Rathod is currently investigating Bethesda for 2 separate instances that are both involving Fallout 76. The first one is involving Fallout 76 as a game itself. They released a thing on November 26th about this situation and had the following to say about their investigation. McLaughlin and Rathod is currently investigating Bethesda Game Studios for releasing a heavily glitched game, Fallout 76, and refusing to issue refunds for PC purchasers of the game who found it to be unplayable because of its technical problems. While minor bugs and glitches are expected with the release of most new games, Fallout 76 launched with a 56 gigabyte patch that has proven to be a starting point for the game's problems. Gamers who have tried to receive a refund because of the game's myriad glitches have been unable to do so since they have downloaded the game, leaving them to deal with an unplayable experience until patches bring it up to a playable state. Have you tried to receive a refund from your Fallout 76 purchase? If so, please contact our confidential online questionnaire so that we may evaluate your potential claims. If you would like to contact us, please fill out the contact form on this page, send an email to the following email address, or call us at the following phone number. So this is a very interesting situation because I can't really recall a time when a video game has been sued for being released for being so bad and being unplayable, because I have played a lot of video games that are damn near unplayable from AAA companies. WWE 2K18, like that game was damn near unplayable on the Nintendo Switch. You couldn't do anything besides a one-on-one match. You might remember all the videos I did on that subject because I was so pissed off about that game. This is a big wrestling game that is damn near unplayable because of the state it was in. So you've never really seen a law firm go after a video game company for releasing a bad game, a broken game, a buggy game. And this could really set a very interesting precedent because obviously a lot of these law firms go after big companies all the time. It seems like an easy payday because these companies don't want to get negative publicity. There is the term, all publicity is good publicity, but I don't really think that's true, especially with major corporations. They would rather their name stay out of the headlines than be in them, especially when it comes to lawsuits. So that's why a lot of lawsuit firms and things like that go after these big companies in hopes of settling out of court. But these guys seem like they mean business. Now, obviously, I have not played Fallout 76, so I cannot speak for just how buggy the game is. But when you look at how down sales are for Fallout 76 versus Fallout 4, and you look online at all of the myriad of problems that people have been having with the game, they may actually have a case with this. And it would be very interesting to see if this case moves forward, if this case gets enough traction to actually become a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit with consumers versus a company, because this would be very monumental for video games as a whole. It's not like Fallout is a small indie game from a small indie company. The Fallout series is a massive series, and yes, Fallout games, Elder Scrolls games, they are known for glitches. They have glitches in them, but it's obvious that Bethesda just wasn't anticipating the amount of glitches that was going to be in Fallout 76 because of the online nature of the game, because there has not been a Fallout game that had online play or an Elder Scrolls game that had online play, and they have these huge open worlds with, there's going to be problems in it. You can have all the play testers in the world, and you're still going to have problems that are found in these open worlds because these games can take hundreds and hundreds of hours to comb through. But this is very crazy to me. Obviously, Fallout 76 is having a lot of negative connotations in the video gaming community, and the fact that this game seems to be deemed unplayable on the PC because of all these problems, and now consumers are having to wait for patches just to enjoy the game and, you know, play this game, and the game is already going on sale at half price at many places. It's very, very crazy. But this next thing that's tying in with the lawsuit is admittedly very interesting to me, because I think this is the part of the lawsuit that could potentially gain a lot of traction and actually do some damage to Bethesda. Now, this is involving the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition, which was a $200 collector's edition of Fallout 76. So obviously in marketing and things like that, you are going to be looking at the hardcore Fallout fan, the hardcore Bethesda fan, when it comes to a premium collector's edition of the game. But one of the things that was touted in the collector's edition of the game was a canvas bag that was going to be coming with this game. And it was on all the marketing for it. It was in all the promotional materials for it. It's still actually in all of the marketing and promotional materials for it. Well, a Twitter user by the name of Serani actually got the collector's edition of the bag. And back on November 15th, he sent a tweet that is now beginning a lot of publicity about this bag. Yo, Bethesda Studios, at Bethesda support. This isn't a West Tech canvas bag. This is a ghetto-ass nylon trash bag at Fallout TF, guys. And you look at this bag, it literally looks like a bag that you would pick up from Walmart for like $10. Like, it's not a high-quality bag. Obviously, nylon is a very different substance than a canvas. You know, that would be like comparing jeans to sweatpants. You would wear jeans in a different situation, you would wear sweatpants in a different situation. If you bought a pair of jeans, you're expecting to get a pair of jeans, not a pair of sweatpants. Even though I don't buy jeans, I just wear sweatpants all the time. So Bethesda had to speak out about this. They finally released a statement on this and tried to do some sort of compensation for it, and honestly, it's just laughable what Bethesda decided to do. So on the official Fallout Twitter page, the following tweet went out. We understand and respect that there is disappointment with the bag in the Power Armor Edition. We are sorry. Please contact Bethesda support to provide proof of your collector's edition purchase. They will assist you in granting your account 500 atoms. Please visit, and there's a website down below. So 500 atoms, if you're not familiar with what atoms are, it is a form of currency in the Fallout universe. Do you know how much 500 atoms translates to? Like $5. Like, you could buy literally like a door and a flower pot. A door and a flower pot. A $5 compensation for people who spent $200 on a collector's edition of your game. $200. These people are the most die-hard fans in this. Like, this is madness. This is horseshit. That would be like, you guys remember I got the Night Trap limited edition collector's thing from Limited Run Games for the Nintendo Switch. I am not a Night Trap fan. You know, I usually don't go out of my way to buy collector's edition of games. However, I liked all of the stuff that came with that game. It came with like a VHS tape of a movie done in the Night Trap cutscenes, so that you could actually just watch this VHS tape and experience the story of Night Trap. That would be like Limited Run Games saying you're going to get this VHS tape and, you know, this beautiful packaging, and then sending you, you know, a USB stick with all the cutscenes on there and being like, oh, you know, sorry about that. Like, there was no warning, there was no fine print. Things were subject to change with this bag. They literally said this is what you would be getting, and they bait and switch people and sent them something else. Their most die-hard fans. I honestly have never seen anything like this with a AAA company before. There's been scams in video games before. There's been so many Kickstarter scams and so many interesting Indiegogo scams and things like that, but that is completely different. This is an established company. This is a company with a long pedigree, a company that consumers usually see in a very fond light because they like their franchises. They like games like Fallout. They like games like Elder Scrolls, and they're just doing so much negativity towards this situation. They have not fixed the game. They are not fixing the problems that are within the game. They're not fixing the problems that are coming with this collector's edition of the game, and they're just sort of trying to do the most half-assed and little things as possible to make this a situation. Do I think the lawsuit for the buggy game is going to get traction? I really don't, because like I said, there's so many different buggy games out there, and buggy games and unplayable games is sort of in the eye of the beholder. There are actually people out there that defend WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I've seen videos on it, and it boggles my mind. So that part of the lawsuit, I don't think is going to gain much traction. However, the bait and switch aspect of this lawsuit is definitely the more interesting one, because Bethesda promised you one thing. Bethesda said you were going to get one thing, and then they cheaped out. They sent you something different. They sent you a much lower quality bag for this collector's edition, and their compensation for it is some in-game currency that values at $5. I think that part of the lawsuit can gain a lot of traction. So I'm watching this situation with all eyes on this situation, because it's absolutely fascinating to me how this situation has been playing out and how this is just damaging Bethesda and their public image, because it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy. Everyone used to love Bethesda, and now they're like one of the whipping boys. They're starting to get up there with like EA when it comes to companies that consumers just do not trust. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think of the situation. Do you think the buggy game aspect is enough to get this lawsuit going, or do you think the bait and switch aspect is the more important aspect of this lawsuit and could actually gain some traction and see some results? Let me know in the comments section down below, and as always, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.